forget about it, just like these books that.
Hello strangers, I'm Ravenna, and this is my December book haul. So these are the books that I acquired in December. And I know you're probably watching this in like March, knowing me. But my book hauls go by the month I bought them, not the month I hold them. Mainly because I buy an insane amount of books. I need to stop. It's a problem. Some of these are gifts, and this is probably not that crazy of a month for me. It's still kind of stupid, but I know what's coming. So to counter what I just said, the first two books are books I actually bought in November, which was a good month because I only bought 2 books. Yeah, everything else went to hell. So to start with, I got Sweet Pea by C.J. Cruise. I've read a lot of her kind of YA books, and this is her first adult book. And as you see, I got it from Asda. It's a coward. I actually don't know a lot about this book. It's just I like C.J. Cruise, and I'm not that surprised that she came out with an adult novel, considering I did think her last novel had matured a lot. So I'm not surprised that she decided to tackle an adult. Last person who called me Sweet Pea ended up dead. I don't know, C.J. Cruise is just a writer I like. I don't love her, but I like her books. Like, she's a solid, entertaining writer, if you know what I mean. If though her childhood was haunted by a famous crime, Yarina's Sally has dwindled. Yeah, I love her. Also, C.J. Cruise, like, her plots always have really cool concepts, if nothing else. The other book I got was Why Mummy Drinks by Jill Sims. So this was just a random purchase. I honestly think the main reason I bought this book was because it was a hardback for £4. And how many hardbacks do you find for £4? And like the retail price is £12.99. It also starts at September, so yeah. This was really just like a whim buy. I don't know, like the title, Why Mummy Drinks, is just fun, and my mum saw it and like said, oh, is that a book for me? It's one of those now. Ooh, the modern world, what is it like to be a parent? Then I almost had a month where I didn't buy any books. Almost. Because then I went to Waterstones and bought these bad boys. Yeah, one of them's quite a noticeable paper. Like, I don't know, is there a specific name for this part of the book? I feel like that is. So firstly, I got Troublemakers by Kathleen Baker. I think the big reason I bought this book is that it's about a girl whose parents are both dead and has been raised by her brother and his boyfriend, so gays. Gays are always the big appeal. Actually, a lot of these books that I'm gonna haul are mainly because there's like some sort of queer representation in these. Because like I bought these in Sussy Hall Street and like had a display of like queer books, and I bought a few. I think this is something about terrorism as well. It's quite a cool looking book. And then I got The Inexplicable Logic of My Life by Benjamin Ari Sáenz, and this is the author of Austen and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. I've not read that book. I don't know much about this. Adoptive gay father and a loving Mexican family. Yeah, once again, gay. I don't know, like, just saying I bought it because of the gay is an awful way to phrase that. Another book I got was The Big Lie by Julie Mayhew. And the main reason I bought this book, I actually bought this book full price, like, with no deal on it from Waterstones. Like, I was interested in it and I think I probably would have bought it eventually. But the main reason I bought this physical copies was it was signed and it had this quote in it. The measure of any society is how it treats its women and girls. Michelle Obama. So this is something about Nazi England in 2014. And this is the hotkey book, so it's got range, protest, feminism and desire. Jessica Keller is a good girl, a champion ice skater, model student of the Bunch Dutch maiden and dutiful daughter of the greatest German Reich. Her best friend Clementine is not so submissive. Passionately different, Clem is outspoken, dangerous, radical, and the Rame has noticed. Jess cannot keep both her perfect life and her dearest friend, her first love, but which can she live without? Sounds good. Oh, if I just realised that it's got one of those stupid stickers that never come off, I hate them. Such a cool cover too. So I bought this book and now everyone on BookTube seems to be talking about it, and it's This Mortal Coil by Emily Sandvindan. I don't know why I bought this. There's something about hacking into genetic codes, and it has this, which I love. It's one of my favourite things when books have this. Oh no, there's something about like a devastating virus, like a conspiracy about this virus or something. I don't know. Sometimes I just like going blind into books and not refresh my memory as to why I bought them. So this is I bought it because of the gay, and it's the Autoboyography by Christina Lauren. No, it's by. That's why I bought it. There's not many a lot of by. Oh. I don't know. Yeah, this has a by main character. I like the title, and I've not seen it before. So I don't know. Maybe I've just like bought a book that is terrible. I don't know anything about Christina Lauren. Mainly, I bought this because pretty cover, as well. Like, so I bought this because bisexual male protagonist, pretty cover, cool title, and you know it deals with like being in and out of the closet, so that's cool. And there's like a male romance, so fun. I don't know, it's fun contemporary. I don't know. I like my contemporaries to be tragic. Steptenialism. So the next book is a book I've just like seen floating about a lot, and it has this really stunning cover, and then I saw it for half price before Christmas, and I'm like, well, nobody's gonna buy me this book and I want it. So this is some sort of limited edition cover because the original cover was boo. I stopped myself from buying the red cover of Mrs. Walker, and I'm like kind of regretting it because like the red cover is beautiful. But I don't know. Should I have bought it? The answer's probably no. I don't know what the Essex Serpent is about by Sarah Perry. It's just one of those books that there's been a lot of kind of like hype about, but I've not actually seen why hype. It's just like, I know a lot of people have been reading it and I guess loving it. I think this veers to more literary fiction than whatever. London, 1893. Yeah, that's kind of the time period I like to read. So, be honest, I don't know what's going on with this. So these next books are kind of like random Amazon books. I think there was certain books, I was like buying books for other people for Christmas and there was like deals on, like, you know, the fee for £10 on Amazon, so I ended up buying a few different books just from that to add up to stuff, and I just bought books I wanted. So I got The Keeper of Lost Things by Ruth Hogan. I don't know much about this book. I keep seeing this title and I'm like, I want you. And you know, it was cheap on Amazon, so I bought it because I wanted it. Because it's pretty. Keeper of Lost Things seems interesting. It's had a lot of praise. Like, the Daily Mail gives such awful, single-worded things. Wonderful. A lot of these are like charming, exquisite. Give it a shot. It's pretty. I also got The Ritual by Adam Nevill, and as you can see, this is the movie cover. If you watch my film day from October, you'll know I went to see this film, and I liked the film, and I thought, I'm interested in the book. It's set in northern Sweden, and it's kind of like spooky, weird god in the forest. Probably one of Loki's kids. So this is a case where I bought a whole series because the third book looked cool, and that's The Sleeping Beauty Killer by Mary Higgins Crack and Alafair Burke. So this is like two women writing crime thriller. Mary Higgins Crack, I didn't know this, but is a big deal apparently in crime writing, and I didn't know that until I bought this book. And it's something about like a TV producer solving crimes or something. So this is actually the third one in the series. I got the first one, Got You Under Your Skin, which for some reason Mary Higgins Clark wrote this one by herself, and then from the second one started writing from Alafair Burke, and I can't like see a precise reason why she started writing them with her. That's her. This is also a mass trade paperback. I honestly didn't really care because I don't like the cover, like the UK covers and like the standard size books or whatever you want to call them. So I got whatever was cheapest. It's like, I don't know if I like these. I got the Cinderella Murders. I don't know, these are just like crime thriller books that have cool titles. This other one is all dressed in white. I think this is the fourth one, and the main character of this series, it's called Under Suspicion, which is the name of the TV show the producer produces. So sounds cool. I'm all invested. And then Christmas happened. So I got a few books for Christmas. I got a Waterstones gift card, which technically I haven't actually spent yet. Don't tell my mother that. But I actually got a few book things and a few books objects. I got How It Works, the dog. This is a Ladybug adult book, and it's kind of just like playing on nostalgia of like Ladybug children's picture books. Basically they've just retooled classic illustrations from Ladybug books. So they've got these lovely illustrations and then joke captions next to them. Macy and Joy in the garden. Everyone watches while Joey runs in a dretic circle. They cannot understand what he's doing. Joey is chasing air around the garden, of course. This one's just, Jenna hopes this does not mean Tush Tubscore has eaten a Cub Scout. I think it means he has. So that's kind of just like a gag present my sister got me. She got everyone that. This is a book I technically own already, but it's in a different language. I bet this is Harry Potter, Scots edition.
I want to come in a second. You've got that CD player, haven't you, Paul?
You should put it in a seat.
Psych it!
Huh?
I haven't seen it. Let it out the bag, really obvious. This is what she got me. And that is Harry Potter and the Philosopher Stane, Scots edition. So basically this is Harry Potter, but it's been translated into Scots. To be honest, I think some of the stuff that's been translated into Scots is just for the sake of it. Like, they've changed Dumbledore's name. They've also changed the house names and stuff. I think most of the character names are the same except for Dumbledore. I'll just like read the opening because everyone basically knows the opening of Harry Potter. Chapter 8. The Laddie When Lived. I would like to say that while I am Scottish, I am not the best person to actually speak Scots because I understand Scots. I don't naturally speak it. It's the sad fate of our language. It's technically calculated a dialect, but it should probably be a language in the same that Finnish is a language, like Dutch is a language, like German is a language, but whatever. Mr. and Mrs. Dudley, old number 4, private loan, were proud to say that they were grey normal, thank you very much. They were the least folk you would have just lose would be tangled up with anything own or weird, because they just didn't hold with havers like them. Mr. Dudley was the hen bun of a old firm called Gunners that made gels. He was a muckle beefy Birkin man with a stumpy wee keggy, for he didn't have a muscle mooser, though he did have a grey muckle mooser. Mrs. Dudley was a skinny McGlinkin bonnet Egypt woman, whose crazy was just about as twice as long as the inner folk, which was awfully handy as she spent some muckle time kinning over garden fences, nibbling at the neighbours. The Dudleys had a wee son called Dudley, and to them there was nae a braver lad in the whole world. The Dudleys had anything they wanted, but as well as having anything, they had a secret. and their worst fear was that somebody would nan it out. They didn't think they could throw it if anybody found out about the Potters. I think that's probably enough. If you haven't came across Scots, you probably don't know what I said. Oh, and I'm not gonna lie, Scots is a language I've mostly had spoken, not read, and there is like some terms that I've not seen before. Because I also like the thing about Scots is it can vary a little bit, but like I understand most of this stuff, except hen bummer was the hen bummer. That's like not a term that I've seen before. I think I will probably read it all, and it's like a chance to touch up with my Utes or something, you know. Let me just read all the titles. Chapter 1, The Laddie Wid Lived. Chapter 12, The Grass That Disappeared. Chapter 3, The Letters for Nobody. See, letters for no baby. I know what that means. So, that's a bit of fun. My mum also got me Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, illustrated version. This is my favourite Harry Potter book, and it's the only one that I wanted from the illustrated version. And I think if they go to the house versions of Prisoner of Azkaban, I probably will buy that as well. I'm interested to see what the hell is going to happen with the Goblet of Fire. Oh, chapter 10. Marin's map. The Marin's are like... In terms of fanfiction love, I love reading Mara's Ella stuff. So that was like my fave fanfic time, amongst other things. So, like, my two favourite characters... Well, actually, I like Fitt as well. Like, two of my favourite characters from the series are introduced in this book, so I have tons of love. It's been a while since I last read it. I think this is one of the books in the series that I have read a few times. I think I was at Goblet of Fire when the last book came out, and I haven't really read any of them since then. I couldn't. Obviously, this isn't a book, but it's book related, and it's a Harry Potter Funko Pop. I just realised my mum has shoved the UC into this box. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, so it's the Harry Potter Funko Pop, and it's cute and geeky, and it's probably gonna like live on a bookcase. Like, looking at the back of it, I think it's probably quite like Voldemort and Hagrid, or like, I would really like Hagrid. I love Hagrid. He's the best. He's the sort of person you should name your children after. Going back to Christmas for myself and not from anyone else, I got When We Were Alive by C.G. Fisher. C.G. Fisher is a YouTuber that I really like. She doesn't really make videos or do much online anymore, but like I really like her videos, and sometimes I still like watch her videos just cause. So I thought I'd try her writing, because like I like the way she says stuff, and maybe I like the way she writes stuff too. So here's hoping. I basically bought this because of Chelsea. I don't know what a channel's currently called. I'll like link it down below so you can check it out with like the details of the books. This has 3 protagonists, and I've just got to say the cover is really good at showing that, like these 3 chairs, and like it goes to the back as well. So beautiful cover. Epic cover design. And you've probably seen this lurking in the back of 2 videos. I haven't read it yet. So this last book was really cheap, and I was like intrigued, and I'm like, and it's pretty. Whatever happens, this is a beautiful book. And that is Undercover Princess by Connie Gren. Connie Gren is another YouTuber. I didn't really buy this book because she's a YouTuber. I don't know, I've heard okay stuff about it. Like, no one's turned around and said it's terrible. It's quite a simple plot of like a boarding school and a princess sort of like swapping places with a pauper, you know, that kind of thing. All I ever wanted is not to be a princess, and then I ended up getting in with a girl who's obsessed with them. I think like they basically swap places, at least in this boarding school, and that's kind of the whole plot. So that's all the books I acquired in December. I know this is quite a late Christmas haul, sort of. Actually, I just realised I have an arc. It's Catwoman. This is book related. She's in comic books. This is so cute. I don't know if they only had this one, because I imagine she probably would have bought me Batman if they had Batman. It's cute. It probably will live on my bookshelf as well. So that's all the books that I managed to acquire in December. I know this haul is late, but that's life. So I will see you weirdos next time, where there'll be at least twice as many books. Farewell.
I'll get a bloke just like these books, that.
I wonder if people are going to be freaked out about you being there. Harry was used to being trapped in a box. The thumbnail is a lie. I've given up trying to lift all my books at once to show them. Hauling books so I can put them away. Philosopher Stane. This is going to be in the next book haul.